Alright, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I think I'm just gonna upload a cake video. So it's gonna be a real short, quick video of me making this pound cake. I made this pound cake Thanksgiving. I put sweet potato in it. It was like a drizzle of sweet potato, and it's like a layer, I'll say, in between the cake. But I got potatoes to make the inside of it, but I just don't feel like doing it. So we just gonna do a regular old degular pound cake today. So I got 3 sticks of butter in here with also 8-ounce block of cream cheese. So I'm just gonna cream this together and then start on adding my sugar and everything else. So y'all just bear with me here. Alright, so the next step, we're going to add in 3 cups of sugar, 1 cup at a time. This would be so much easier if I had a stand-up mixer, but I don't. So we're going to make it do what it do. It came out fine the last time. So, alright, so I'm back. So where I left off is I added 1 cup of sugar, and it's 3 cups total. I'm going to add one at a time. Alright, so the next step, we are going to add 6 eggs, one at a time. First egg, trying to get no shells in there. But if you do get shells, the easiest way to fish a shell out of a bowl is to use the egg shell and just scoop it up like this part. Just scoop it up. It come up way easier instead of trying to get with your hands. It'll slip right out every time. So let's mix this up. So now that we got all 6 eggs mixed in, incorporated pretty good, try to scrape down the sides best you can. And when you're mixing those eggs in, you just want to mix it until the egg gets in. You don't want to like mix it, because you don't want to have this over mixed. So, yeah. Alright, so the next step, we're going to add some vanilla. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm just going to pour some in. That's about a tablespoon. Mix that a little bit. Alright. Then the next step is 3 cups of flour. Now I'm going to use this bread flour. My mama used to make pound cakes all the time, and I always remember seeing this box around. You can use regular flour, but I'm going to use cake flour. I use it on Thanksgiving, and it came out perfect. So that's what we're going to use again today. And same thing with the flour. You're just going to add 1 cup at a time, mixing in between. So that's the first cup. Oh, that's the first cup. The whole bag almost fell in, child. And then I like to, like I said, same thing with the sugar. I like to kind of mix it in a little bit so when I turn the mixer on, it's not like flying everywhere. And I got flour all over me and everything else. There's going to be more flour on the counter than it is in the cake.
show ya. Wish me to call you when you're turning me on. The way you telling me you wanted me down. Done it, I done this before you fall. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying. Calling me sweet, telling me you need me. But I'm from.
So if you guys are using unsalted butter, you can add salt. I'm using salted butter, so I'm not adding no extra salt.
Can you be real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy. I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around. Too bad, I've been sticking out your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I don't understand how you taking all my time.
Now the last mix is getting thick because of the flour and stuff. You want to mix it for a good maybe like 2 to 3 minutes just to make sure everything in, and make sure you scrape those sides of the bowl too, because a lot of stuff be getting left up there. Like I said, if I had a stand mixer, this would be a lot better, a lot easier, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That is on my Christmas list. So if any one of y'all want to send me a mixer, a stand mixer, it'd be greatly appreciated and greatly used. But anyway, we're gonna mix this another 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. Alright, so next up, got my bundt pan here, and I am going to be using some baking spray. This came from Aldi. This is just non-stick spray with flour in it. You're supposed to use it for your cakes and stuff. And you know, you can use the Pam, Baker's Joy, whatever you want to use, but this worked just fine and it's cheaper. So we're going to make sure we spray this up real good. Make sure that thing don't stick, baby. Okay. Make sure. Okay, so you spray it up real good. Then you're going to put your batter in. I had my son help me with this last time. Now I ain't got no help. Alright, so you got to put your batter in. Alright, so the next step, you just want to knock it to get all the air bubbles out. I see a piece of not mixed flour in there. Just want to knock it a little bit, get all the air bubbles out, all that stuff there. Okay. Now, a trick I seen is to fill a pan. It's an old pan that I really don't use anymore, but fill it with water, and you're going to put this at the bottom of your oven, and it's supposed to keep moisture into the cake. And you just want to fill it because the water going to make it, the heat from the oven going to make it evaporate, so put enough in there so you don't burn up the pan. And you just put this in the bottom of your pan, put the cake, the bottom of your oven on the bottom rack. Put this on the top rack, not too close to the broiler now, so it can burn, but you want to put it there. You want to put it into a cold oven. You don't want to preheat the oven, nothing like that. You want to put it into a cold oven. And hold on, because I got to change my racks around. They sitting too high for me. Okay, so this is what I mean. Let me turn this light on. This is what I mean. So you got your water down there at the bottom rack, your cake up the top. It's a cold oven, not preheated. And you're going to preheat the oven, turn the oven on to 320, I believe, for an hour and a half. And I'll be back when it's done, y'all. I'm on lunch break. And I just I just checked on my cake. My cake is in the oven. And so yesterday, My cousin sent me a video. This video is from 1999. I was what, 8 years old, 8 years old. And this video is of Thanksgiving of 1999, and it's like a home video my auntie recorded. I didn't know this video existed, but I'm so glad that it existed. Like, my mom has been gone 16 years. She died when I was 16. And I totally forgot how her voice sounds. Like, I know for a while after she passed away, I had her phone number on her cell phone, and I would just call and listen to her voicemail and just cry, cry, cry. But after a while, someone else got that phone number. So, I have not heard her voice in 16 years. And that video, like, my mama is just like walking around, clowning. My auntie, I haven't heard her voice since I was 10. I totally forgot how their voices sounded. My grandma was in the video. She wasn't talking, but just to see my grandma like walking around, like, I remember her, like, her last years of life where she didn't move much. She was she was using a walker. Like, she would walk down our hallway in a walker to her chair to get her breakfast and take her insulin and stuff like that. And she didn't walk much. And after her, I think maybe like her last year, she went to the nursing home or the rehab facility, and that's where she passed at. But just seeing them, hearing them, it brought back so many great memories, man, and so many feelings, and I just couldn't do nothing but cry. Like, it was such a beautiful video, and just seeing me at 8 years old walking around there. My mom fixed my hair at one point in the video. That everybody prayed together before dinner, and my mama was just like clowning. Everybody had their head down, like praying, and she was like clowning, making faces to the camera. I'm like, that is so me. Like seeing so much of me and my mama is just like crazy to me, y'all. Like, I'm so glad that video exists. And my cousin just sent it to me out the blue. I guess my other cousin had asked my uncle, does he have anything, from back in the day or whatever. He was like, yeah, I got this video. I guess that's how it went down, I'm assuming. So he sent the video to her, and then she sent it to her sister, and her sister sent it to me. I played it to my sister, showed my kids. I'm like, this is, I talk about my mama all the time to the kids. They never got a chance to meet her. So, this explaining to them how she was and how they act is, some of her, and it's just amazing. Like, I couldn't do nothing but just cry. Like, I just didn't realize until yesterday that I forgot how their voices sounded and how they are. I'm going to keep that video forever. And I'm just going to watch it when I'm thinking of them. Oh, my cousin Tanisha was in there. Like, my cousin Tanisha passed away. She passed away when Alik was 2 months. Alik is 11 now. So 11 years ago. And that was my baby. Like, that was my heart. Like, me and her was like this. And when she passed, it was like, I wouldn't say it was unexpected, but I just didn't expect it that soon. She was sick. And I had spent her final moments with her, not while she was at the hospital, but her final moment. I feel like I spent a lot of my family members who passed away. I spent a lot of their final moments with them, and I'm so very grateful for it. Like, my mom, I spent my final moments with her. Her final moments with her. My grandma, not so much. My auntie, not so much. But my cousin, I spent my final moments with her. Like, I had just dropped her off to the hospital and told her I would be back. My mom, me and her hung out at McDonald's, went to the beach, and sat on her favorite little swing at the beach and just talked. And that was something I always carry with me, and so very grateful for it. But just, man, that's awesome. Like, awesome. Yeah. So once my cake get done, I'll come on and show y'all how it's looking. I'm gonna make a glaze for it. If y'all haven't watched my Vlogmas, the past couple days, I've been doing good, being consistent, and a video is coming out today. Oh, well, yesterday for y'all. So y'all go watch that. Support your girl. Subscribe. Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I just got the email for that event I was talking about for Chelsea Janae. I just got the email of the location address. You know, she sent it out at a later date for all the people that purchased the tickets. So I just got the address, and I just keep checking my schedule just to make sure that I am available, and I am. Like, everything lines up. Like, there's no reason for me to not be at this event. You know, like, the dates line up where I'm not working. Like I said, my payday lines up. The tickets to get there. My husband wants me to drive, but the tickets are like mad cheap, so there's no reason for me to drive. I can rent a car once I get there if need be, or I can just Uber everywhere. I don't feel like driving. It's only like an 8-hour drive, maybe like a 6-hour drive if you driving, but like, it's just perfect. Like, just to go there and like network and like see Chelsea. Like I said, I've been watching Chelsea for a long time. Like I say, 4 or 5 years, whatever. And just see her go through so much and see her how successful that she's become, you know, just strictly off of YouTube. I'm not going to expect anything. Like I told my husband, I'm not going to expect anything. I'm not going to expect to see another influencer there or to have an up close and personal meet and greet with Chelsea. I'm just going to expect to go there for what the event is for, which is a division board party. She said we don't got to bring no board, no materials. Everything is going to be there. Food, drinks, all that stuff, and Chelsea turn up, baby. Chelsea be turning up, so I know it's gonna be some alcohol up in that thing. So I know, you know, I'm just gonna go for the experience, just to get out of my comfort zone and get out of my element, and just like meet new people and like network and give out my channel and stuff like that. So I'm super nervous, y'all. I'm super nervous. Like, I was nervous when I bought the ticket. I was nervous today when the address came. I know I'm going to be nervous when I buy the plane ticket. I know I'm going to be super nervous once I actually get on the plane. Like, I'm just super nervous, y'all. But we got this. We got this. Stepping out of your comfort zone all 2024. Doing things that you never thought you would do, for the good, of course. Doing things you never thought you could do, doing things that are inspiration to you and your lifestyle. That's what we're doing all 2024, y'all. And this is my first event that I'm going to be doing it. And I am super duper excited, but super duper nervous as well. So I'll see y'all good folks in a little bit once my cake get done. Okay. Here's the cake, y'all. Now, it's not the prettiest. The top of it was like overflowing on the pan. So I kind of like went around and cut the pieces that were like sticking out. And I've been eating it. That's all the pieces right there. But it's a good fluffy cake. Now I'm going to let this cool off a little bit more before I glaze it. But I'll say my cooking time, the video that I watched, that the cooking time was 1.5 hours. I think mine cooked for like 2 hours. Maybe a little bit over. I don't have a cake tester, but they say those are pretty good to have. So I just pretty much poked a knife in it. I didn't have a toothpick either. So I poked a knife in it, and then I just like shook it in the pan to see was it still like wet kind of. But the way you can tell is if it springs back to you, instead of just like your finger sinking in. So yeah, it's good. This little middle piece here, I'm probably gonna cut that around to make it like perfect. But for a cake that I'm not selling and we're just eating, I don't really care about how it looks. But yeah, this came out pretty good.